Welcome to the One Who Seeks, where you are the one who seeks. My name is Tara. I am your intuitive tarot reader. I use tarot as a tool to open up the channels of your intuition. By tapping into your unawakened subconscious, you will answer the questions that you seek. I am not a psychic, although it may seem like it sometimes. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Always remember, the freedom of choice is your power. Only you can make it happen with your actions. What are you seeking? February 18th, 2026. Yesterday was the Chinese New Year and fire horse. Fire energy, fast, quick, spontaneous. Also had a lunar eclipse, and it was in Aquarius. Happens every 60 years. Setting the intention to let go of limiting beliefs, bad habits. I invite Spirit to come in, loving energy, for my highest good and for the good of others, to shine a bright light and illuminate what needs to be seen, what actions need to be taken, what path you need to walk on. Please guide me. Let me be a clear and open channel with a malleable bubble around me, bouncing off any negative energy and only allowing in good vibes. You know, baby, those good vibes. Thank you for being here. Protect us, love us, comfort us, and guide us on our journey in this human experience. Let us come back to our spiritual beings and let all that we know be known. Thank you. Okay. Spirit, please guide me what we should be discussing. What is our topic? I have 4 decks out already. We have the dark, we have the light, we have the love, and we have our animal spirit. Please only allow the cards to come out that is for our highest good. Give us clear direction on what we are to do to get to our goal. To get to the outcome. Okay, this fire horse is very anxious, ready to go, ready to run. Doesn't seem to be a clear path yet on which way to go. There's a lot of built up energy. It's like ball of fire. If you press your hands together for a certain amount of time, you can start to feel the energy circulate within them. It's this energy that's all balled up and needs to be released. And I just saw it shoot off forward into the distance as soon as I let it go. This is that fire horse energy. That's that ring of fire. It's almost like a performance ready to go. Okay, Spirit, what are we performing for? Why are we performing? So I'm just hearing patience, grasshopper. Spirit doesn't seem to want to tell me. I'm kind of blank. Nothing is coming to my mind at all. It's kind of like a dark hole. I do feel a little bit of movement though, definitely. The black holes in the universe that seem to suck everything in and never come back and disappear into nothingness. It does have a slow, steady rhythm, motion, flow. I feel like we're getting into the flow of things, and it may seem like you have disappeared, but that's the limiting beliefs and the traumas and the bad habits that are disappearing, and you're only going to take what is meant to come with you. Whatever can flow through this energy will be allowed to pass through. Everything else will be rejected. And I'm seeing like a burst of fire as the horse runs through this black hole with sparks and flames coming off the hooves. There's kind of a blast of fire burning off all that old negative energy. Even though it's not allowed to pass through the black hole, it is being burnt up outside the portal. It can't even be left in the human dimension. It needs to be burned away. I'm hearing the old ritual of people burning the bodies of their dead loved ones. Usually they set them out to sea and light off an arrow with fire on the end of it, igniting this boat with the body lying there, and they burn it. And they do also say that you should burn any clothes of the person who has passed. You should not keep them or give them away. It's a release. Certain objects could become haunted and the spirit is lingering And we want to make sure the spirit completely goes into the next realm with all its best parts. Okay, so let's talk about this fire horse energy. What is this portal? Where is this portal taking us? Is this a timeline shift? Is this a new dimension? What are we calling this? This is a revolution. This is an awakening. This is a burst of energy. It's like a sugar rush almost. You know, light the fire under your ass. Get you going. Time to move. Quick energy. Energetic energy. Almost can't be contained. Can't really be calmed. Okay. So let's find out more in the cards here. All right. I was going to put my crystals out here too. There we go. Alright, we're going to pull this one out here. Alright. So we're going into the Midnight Magic right now. It's the mushroom deck. Okay. So this is like the shadow. This is the dark. This is the black hole right here. Okay. This one seems to want to come out. Actually, that one does too. Okay. And we have the Three of Wands. It says cedar apple rust, which is the name of a mushroom. So the 3 is about community, it's celebration, it's finding your tribe. The Wands is fire. It is that fast action. It is that movement. Let's get going. And I do love how this mushroom actually looks more like a flower than a mushroom. I keep wanting to say flower, but it kind of reminds me of like I think it's a sea urchin. And when you touch them, it kind of grabs you, right? Which is kind of that dark hole energy that takes a hold of you, grabs you, sucks you in. And it's fun. It's like a burst of fun, and I can just imagine them kind of floating around here. So there's some sort of collaboration that's happening really quickly. It's fun, it's exciting, it's interesting. You're not quite sure what it is, but you're really drawn to it. And this reminds me of was that like apple cider vinegar, right? Because it says cedar apple rust, but I'm picturing it as apple cider vinegar, which is really good for you to drink in moderation to help kind of clear you out. Oh, we have the High Priestess. This is Fairy Ring Champion. It's hard to see in here. It kind of looks like a different, it looks like it says Champ picked nose.
I'm kind of blind and it's dark. I'm hooked on phonics, so not really sure. I think that might be the name of the mushroom there, right? It is. Champ Pig Nun. Fairy ring. You get all these little fairies kind of here as well. These mushrooms really stand tall. I don't know what these are, like firebugs or something on there. Right, and these mushrooms are almost shading these other mushrooms. It's like a protector, some sort of an umbrella. You are protected. And I just keep seeing this swoosh here. It's almost like a spider web connecting the two. Or like a gush of wind coming through. And you can see it because it just kind of comes through. And then all these little fairies. Yeah, and the High Priestess is about the light and the dark, right? So you see this tree here is lighter, and this one over here is more in the shadows and darker. So I feel like things are becoming a little bit more easy breezy, you know, coming into the light. That sun is finally starting to rise, and we can see a little better. Seven of Pentacles. Let's see here. Dune Cup. Interesting. So what's really standing out to me here is this like burst of energy popping out here, right? We're talking about that burst of energy. And this actually kind of reminds me of like the dogs when they're rolling around on their back and their legs are up in the air and they're like, pet my belly. And these like little fireworks are coming out from that area, like the belly. Right? This is like pure love, joy. And there's a little full moon in the background here. It looks like an ocean, possibly. Could even just be the ground. But there is a little reflection here. And it's kind of in the distance. It feels like the moon is setting. The sun is coming out, right? We're getting this burst of energy. We're waking up. It's like my dog Athena. She's a puppy. And 6 months, 7 months now, and she immediately just wants her belly rubbed and she's rolling around on her back. Even in some grass here, right? This is like pure joy, pure love, comfort. Things are starting to become clear now that that moon is going down and the sun is going to come up. Okay, and speaking of the sun, we're going to go into the Light Seers Tarot, find out a little more about each of these. Okay, what are we talking about here? We already know this is the energy because it's the fire horse. And everybody's been talking about it. So what does this exactly mean? Oh, okay. So before I get that one, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's that burst of energy again, right? That burst of energy. So your magic is coming to you. Like whatever it is that you're trying to obtain and hold on to, well, you can't really hold on to it, right? Because it's so full of energy that it's bursting out. But look how much joy she has here. And she is, looks like throwing her wand up in triumph and excitement and woo. I can like literally hear her like woo. All these beautiful candles sitting around. We're setting the mood. We're getting relaxed. We have our black cat here. Cats are magical. They can see other dimensions. They can see things that we can't see. There's a whole nother spectrum there. And that cat is straight up looking at us right now through this card. Okay, it's a long, hard stare. You're definitely protected here. Okay, once again, we have the wand. So we've definitely moved up from the 3 to the queen. Now we are the queen. Okay, we're ruling over this passion. So I think we're finally starting to learn how to control it a little bit. Just sit back, relax. Enjoy the company of your cat, your pet, your loved ones. I really feel like this is kind of a meditative state here. Preparing to meditate, but there's so much energy. We're just so excited that we can't contain it and we need to get up and run and go do something with this, right? This firework that we have in our hand. We're like literally holding the sun. Okay, 2 wands. Okay, so we dropped way down. So I feel like we're bringing that octave down, that energy flow that like went from a 3 to a queen in such a spurt, an explosion, is now calming down and it's settling, right? The fireworks settle. You shoot a gun up in the air, the bullet has to come down, right? It's settling. And the 2 is about unity. This is also the wands, the fire, the fast movement, and I see trouble here. Okay. Now, this is, we were, tongue twisted. Thinking about traveling somewhere, maybe planning it, maybe just dreaming it up. And we are talking about timeline shifts or dimension shifts, so that could even be like we're on a new dimension here as well. This doesn't have to be the physical world, but I do see the world here, but we're not in the world here, right? The world is its own thing, and we're kind of just looking at the world, even knowing this is just a representation of the world because this is the globe here. It gives me like this different perspective of I'm outside of the world looking onto it, which is interesting, but we're not even looking at the world here. We are looking out the window. And we've got the wand that we've chosen that we want. This reminds me of playing pool. Which stick do you want? Is this the straightest stick for me to play with? Does it have a curve to it? Do we need to chalk it up at the end so that it grips the ball better when we hit it? It's ready to play the game. It's getting all your tools together, your strategy. What are we doing, right? We're going to go surfing here. We're going to take our bus. We're going to take our time because buses aren't really all that fast. It's more of a leisurely kind of thing. You're taking your time, making stops every, few minutes or whatever, right? Depending on where the next vista is. Let's say if we're driving on Highway 1 next to the coast, and we're making stops at each of these vistas and stopping at different beaches and exploring those areas just kind of leisurely. This is about unity though, so I do feel like there is somebody else with you. We just don't know who that is. Maybe you're waiting for them. Maybe they're falling behind. and you're really hoping that they're going to catch up and come join you. It almost looks like you're looking out the window going, where are they? Like, I am ready to go. I'm ready to play. I've got all this energy. I've already mapped everything out. But where is this other person? Right? So this could be a lone journey that you're going to go on. You might have to leave somebody behind if they're not going to get with it. And join you here on this journey. And it is a very sad kind of situation. Alright, Spirit. Where are we going here? Where are we going? The Hierophant. Yeah, we're moving up. We're leveling up here. We're becoming really happy even being alone, right? There's still no other person here with you. You're just here by yourself, but you are laughing your ass off. You are having the best time, and you're not even really doing anything. You're just meditating. You're sitting here. You're talking with Spirit. You're leveling yourself up here. That's that High Priestess, right? The Hierophant could also have something to do with traditions. Or religion. Right? You're becoming spiritually awakened in some sort of way. And it does have all these different religion signs up here. So it's a combination of all of it. It's all cohesive. It's not separated anymore, right? And when we bring all these things together, all there is left is this pure joy and happiness, because that's what everything says is about being kind and having love and just enjoying life and doing what you want to do, because we as humans have put all these rules in place. It has to be this way or it has to be that way in order for you to be successful, but that's not true. You can be successful in so many different ways that you don't have to segregate yourself to a certain genre. That could be religion, or that could be something to have to do with your job even. Where you only have identity if you are that particular person. What if you lose that job though? Who are you then, right? So if we can combine all these energies, and it doesn't matter what you're doing, that you can still have this same beautiful energy, because it is really all one cohesive thing that's making this one beautiful pattern. Okay, we're aligning everything together. We're all leveling up here. We're not segregating ourselves as much. 5 is about change. Okay, these are both very, excited. It's your animal and it's you. It's this collaboration. I even feel like maybe we'll be able to communicate with animals maybe. In some sort of different way, some sort of energetic way. So I'm being drawn here to the 7 of Pentacles. The Pentacles is earthly things. It could be physical items. It's about grounding yourself. It's about the earth itself. It's about your finances, right? So I feel like you really are, your finances are going to grow and explode. And it's going to be really exciting, right? You're going to have so much energy because of this. The 7 is about spirituality. We're definitely way up there in our crown chakras right now. And we're moving very quickly here on Earth. So I'm hearing we're moving really quickly here on Earth, but then once we pass through this portal, we're going to slow down, right? And we're going to even keel ourselves out. It's not like we're going to completely fall asleep, but it's going to become more even keel. It's not going to be so hyper and in your face. It's just going to be like, hey, I really enjoy your presence. Kind of like with my puppy. She's so energetic that I'm like, okay, calm down. And as soon as she's quiet and she's sleeping and napping, I'm like, you're so cute and wonderful when you're just lying there and not scratching my face and jumping all over me, right? It's kind of that energy. I do see here that we are a little crooked here, which is okay. I feel like that's kind of the Earth's tilt, right? The Earth is continuingly to tilt all the time. So it's this kind of new perspective. It's this new feeling that you've never felt before, but you never really noticed that it was tilting until now. You are starting to notice it now. All right, so this is the Lover's Oracle. So let's talk about some love. What's this love that we have? This love and excitement. Even knowing that we're alone, we're waiting for somebody that just doesn't seem like they're gonna show up. What is this love? Okay. So, this is interesting. So, there's an angel here rubbing this woman's abdomen area. There seems to be some shock points of maybe where she had some pain, and I feel like this angel is pulling this pain out of this woman, and he almost looks like he is weeping. He is just taking all this emotional and physical pain out of her, and there's just love floating from her head, feeling really good as this angel is taking all this pain away. And she is able to relax. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Ooh. Relationships are being healed, right? Because we were just asking, where's this other person? So if you're imagining yourself and your beloved surrounded by light, this is drawing me exactly to this light right here. Okay, if we can walk up the steps together, we can be surrounded by this light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. This is a step-by-step situation. Okay, you can only get there by taking each step. Maybe you are so happy because now you can see your lover coming towards you towards the steps, and you're really excited because you were waiting and didn't know if they were actually going to show up or not, and they did. So you have this abundance of joy, and even your animal is like, yay, I'm really excited about this, right? We're really excited this other person showed up. It's part of the family, this loved one. Okay, yeah. And there's literally fire here. So I do feel like the feminine has all this fire and is trying to attract in the masculine energy. Okay, and it's almost like he sneezes and there's like light coming out of the nose here. It's kind of funny. You know, like a spray of a sneeze. Getting all those toxins out of his nose, right? That's why you sneeze, because there's something in there irritating you, and your body's trying to get rid of it. So maybe we're getting rid of some toxins here. Yeah, and it's this feminine is helping to light the masculine on fire. She's completely on fire, ready to go. He's not quite there yet. She needs to help him, right? And genders could be reversed. Kind of get rid of all these toxins. She looks very red, so I feel like she's been doing this for a really long time, trying to light him on fire. And so she's turned red, right? It's like if you hold your breath for a really long time, your face will probably turn red, or like even an embarrassment. It could be an embarrassment or some sort of burn, right? Like a sunburn. Because she is literally on fire. Maybe she's been on fire for so long, she's literally burnt and trying to light him on fire. Right, because that can happen like with the lighter. So if I'm lighting my lighter and it's not lighting my candle for a really long time, the tip of my lighter is going to get very, very hot at some point. Okay, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Interesting. It's funny because I was talking about arrows. I was talking about the death, though, and lighting somebody on fire as they die, right? And we're talking about getting rid of old toxins, negative energy, old beliefs, traumas, and lighting them on fire, old clothes from a loved one. To let them ascend. Okay, and this one keeps popping out, so I'm just going to read this one because it's really calling out to me, and I've noticed it while I was shuffling a few times, and kind of was called to take it, but kind of was not. Maybe it just wasn't the right time, right? Divine timing. This reminds me of the High Priestess. Once again, an angel that looks like they're weeping. This is more of a feminine energy now, though, whereas the other one was a masculine energy. So I feel like maybe the masculine is embracing some of his feminine energy, right? Absorbing some of your hurt, maybe, because you've been absorbing so much of their hurt for so long that maybe the roles are being reversed. Yeah, and there's this big hurt here. It just kind of looks like it is raining, or she is crying and she's weeping so much. She's definitely crying, and see kind of the water in her eyes. She's got really pretty eyes. They're very hypnotizing. And beautiful pink wings, which seem to be more materialized than the wings of the angel here, right? The man here, the masculine, his wings are more transparent, whereas hers are really bright and vivid with color. It's very interesting there. Okay. And it's funny because I keep wanting to adjust her headrest, her headpiece, because it is slightly cocked over to the right. And it's not centered. So I keep wanting to center it, which is interesting because this isn't centered either, and it kind of balances that out because they're on opposite sides. If it means something for someone, something about it not being centered. It's almost like you're peeking out because, right, your third eye's right there, and it's almost like lifting up the eye patch to peek out and see, like, is it safe to come out? Ooh, look at this one. Fire. This is literal fire. Okay. Fire. Your heart is on fire. So I think we were able to light this person on fire. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Absolutely. All right. Okay. All right. So we've already drawn these. So let's talk to our animal spirits, since we do have a lot of animals here. Well, I keep picturing this as a dog. It's not a dog. There is a cat here. It's actually a mushroom, but it is a dog in my mind. And we're going to talk about our animal spirits, what they have to say for us or to us, about us. What are they seeing that we don't see? What is all this weeping about? Skunk spirit, 54. So that's a 9. 9 is the ending of something before the new beginning. So things are definitely ending. Know your worth. This brings me back to here. You're waiting around for somebody that you don't know if they're going to show up or not. You got to know your worth, and you got to climb up that tree on your own. Do what you got to do. You know, skunks will spray you. If they get scared and they feel threatened by you, they spray you with their skunk spray, and it's takes weeks before that smell goes away. Which reminds me of my dogs being sprayed by a skunk while going out to go to the restroom, and it's the middle of the night, and then I gotta go to the store and I gotta get soap and I think it's baking powder or something, so that we can wash it off them, but then they just stink still even after washing them for the next week. Yeah, so something that stinks, that lingers, right? And the skunk is actually on top of a flower, so it's almost like it's preventing you from smelling the flower, because their stink is covering up the aroma of that beautiful flower and is a little more potent. So, something about somebody's stink, right? And it doesn't really feel like a positive thing, right? It's like their negative energy. It's their bad attitude that's covering up the beautiful flower smell that you're trying to obtain. What else, Spirit? Dear Spirit. The deer is my spirit. Bring a gentle touch. 18. So this is also a 9. Right? Once again, this is the ending of something. Bring a gentle touch. See, there's a fine balance between these two here, right? Between the skunk and the deer. Because you don't want to startle that skunk, because you don't want the stink to come out. But then bringing yourself to have a gentle touch, to hold that deer, is really difficult because you were left waiting. So it's hard to have that gentle touch towards somebody who has hurt you. Something is ending. What's ending here? Oh, we actually get a few cards here. Spirit wants me to take 3. Okay, flipping it this way. Okay, Porcupine Spirit. Time for beginner mind. Okay, so this is that starting over. We got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is 3. We're coming back to the 3, which is what we originally started with here. Is having that community, having that bond with somebody. Creating something. Creativity. All right, and this porcupine's all decorated out. Looking really cute. Okay, it does not look like it's on defense at all, like the skunk. So we're changing our mindset here. We're letting that smell dissipate, and we're gonna start over. Okay, pig spirit. Yeah, you ever heard like when pigs fly? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is a master number, 11. You're in alignment. Okay, you are ready to fly. Straight up. Use your mind wisely. Okay, 11 also goes down to a 2, which is unity. Right, straight up again. I'm getting this just straight up. I don't want to cover up the 7, but this kind of goes more over here with the Hierophant, because we're going straight up here. Okay, it's time to change your mind, be more gentle, so that we can move forward. Right, there is this blockage. Right, this window is always in the way. It's time to open up that window, crawl out, and go up. Don't let anything block you anymore. Even though you can see through it, it's still blocking you. You're not able to go through it. It's time to go through it. Use your mind wisely. Don't just go, oh, well, there's a window here. I can't go forward anymore. Too bad. No, use your mind. Figure out how to open this window. How do you get out of here? Use that stick to break the window if you have to, so that you can fly high. When pigs fly, it's almost like, I thought this never would happen, because that's the term, right? When pigs fly. So, can't even think of an example right now, but, you know, if somebody promises you something and then you're like, yeah, right, when pigs fly, it's like you're in disbelief of it, right? You don't really believe that that's true and that that could ever happen, but it is happening. The pigs are flying. Okay, and we're going straight up. Okay, ant spirit, time to collaborate, right? We just had the 2. 2 is unity, collaboration. And this is number 1. Okay, it's putting the puzzles? Yeah, tongue twist. The puzzle pieces together, figuring out where they go, working together. putting your minds together. Time for beginner mind. Using your mind wisely. Know your worth. Okay? Bring that gentle touch, right? Like with a puzzle, you don't want to just like be really rough with these pieces because that's going to start falling apart. They're just made of like cardboard. And it will start peeling if you're really rough with them, and they'll bend and they just don't look right. So you have to be gentle with the way you put the pieces back together. Be gentle. Okay, and I have like the Indian headdresses here, feels like, with the feathers. It's like ancient knowledge, wisdom, living from the land, living from the earth. Survival, coming together. This is group mentality. This is working together. This is the tribe. To put all the pieces together so that we can see the bigger picture. Okay? It's time to finally come together. And ants are very organized. Okay, and they have a direct path that they go on. And if something becomes in their way, like your foot, or something you set down on the ground within their path, they will make a new path and go around it. And then they continue on, and then everybody else follows. It's having an agreement of which direction we're going to go, or that I trust you to lead me. And we're going to work together to put this together. Right? And one is the new beginning. Which is funny because we kind of skipped over 10, right? Like 10 is just not there. Like we're kind of skipping a step here, right? So we have our steps, and I said it's one step at a time, but maybe we're skipping steps because we are starting to fly. We're gaining momentum. Right, so these pieces are getting easier to put together because of this momentum, this fiery momentum. All right, this ripple effect that's going on, the healing of the pain and the forgiveness, because there is definitely forgiveness here. An understanding of why this person took so long to get here, to be here with you. And you are so ecstatic. And this one keeps calling to me because this just looks so intoxicating, right? And this is the feeling that we get when we collaborate. Orgasmic explosion. Feel good, right? And this guy is also touching her abdomen, what she was doing here. Healing some sort of pain. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. Yeah, because he looks so blissful here that this person has shown up. Right? The union. There's like a burst of energy, right? It's you've been lit on fire. Now you have this feeling that you want to come together. But with your mind too, not just your body, right? It's your mind. Bring that gentle touch. Be more sensual with your partner. Show up. Be more attentive to their body and what needs to be touched in order to feel this fiery love. Okay, Spirit, I would like to know, is this just a love reading? Does this have to do with actual lovers? Does this have to do with perhaps moving on to another career or job? And igniting your creativity and your love for that? Because it doesn't have to be actually physical with somebody else, right? So what is this all about? What is this physical touch all about, really, in your mind? Two of Cups. This is just unity. This is love. This is creating rainbows. Yeah, this is definitely about love and connecting with somebody else. Putting those puzzle pieces together, right? These hands are holding each other. It's about supporting one another. It's about filling each other's cups emotionally, not just physically, which go hand in hand. If you can touch somebody gently emotionally with their mind because you know what their worth is and you want to collaborate with them, this is how you do it. Through emotions, through joy, things that feel good, some things that feel creative, right? Like we've been traveling here, taking your time. Okay, and then it's letting it spill out so that you get to that physical touch as well. Okay, that's your reading. Definitely wasn't expecting it to be so love driven. I did not think that's where we were going at all. But I did use the love oracle, so that does explain a lot. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more love and actual like critical thinking happening, and not just reacting to, oh, I want sex, I'm gonna go get it. It's gonna be more emotional and more fulfilling to our bodies and our souls, and it's going to elevate us in all aspects of our lives when we feel loved. All right, thank you for being here. I want to thank our angels. Thank you for guiding us and loving us, and let this be the best new year for great change and love and awareness, and just lighting things on fire to feel good and heal our bodies. Okay, I love you.
I want to thank you and our angels for being present for the messages that have come through in this reading. If you found this to be helpful, please like and share this content so others can benefit as well. Seek the subscribe button and don't forget to get notifications so you never miss a reading. The more love you share, the more love you receive. And you can find more love right here in these other videos. For more information about this channel, personal readings, swag, and donations, check the links in the description box.